G'day guys, welcome back to another video for Let's Go Down Under Adventures. This is one I've been waiting to do for a few weeks now, pretty excited about, because I finally got everything that I need to start working on this kayak. There's another video I'll put up today as well about the 50-pound trolling motor we've got, but this is a video about all the electronics and all the accessories that I've got to go with it. Basically I've been waiting for the box of goodies, like I said, for 2 weeks, trying to piece it all together, and I can't really make a start on it until I had it all. Plugs, lights, circuits, electronics, everything to run trolling motor, fish finder, deck lights, navigation lights, front and rear, because obviously this thing in Western Australia, once you put a battery powered engine on, it has to be registered. So in order to make the regulations for that, I'm going to put navigation lights on it. I've also got a kill switch to kill the battery to the motor, like you would have on a boat, personal watercraft, something like that. The motor will run a PWM, 50 amp PWM pulse width modulator. That's just for battery life. I'm sure you've seen heaps of videos with them. If not, quick Google search will explain to you what it is. Basically, there's coils in the head of the motor, so when you're on speed 1, the motor is still getting full 12 volts. It's still sucking nearly full power, and it's just using the coils in the motor to limit the power, whereas a pulse mix modulator actually pulses the electricity to the motor itself, which extends your battery life. You get more hours on the water, and basically that's what it's for. There is a couple of cool little tricks that I've figured out that I'm going to do with this. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's get stuck into it, and we'll start showing you what we got for it. So first up, probably seen it in the other video if you watched it. This is just one of them universal fish finder ram mounts from eBay. It's a swivel type. That is going to get bolted to the bottom of this. That's a bait cutting board, accessory holder, nice pliers, screws in the back like that. And then what's that going to do? That's actually going to bolt on here, which is the pod for mounting the trolling motor. So that's going to sit there in front of me. I am looking at mounting the sound of this. I'm not 100% sure yet. Still got to figure out what I'm going to do with the motor, if there's enough room. We'll probably put the sounder on this if I can. If not, I'll side mount it with the transducer off the side. Yeah, haven't got the sounder yet. That's a little bit off way yet, because I'm going to get a Lawrence 9-inch, not the HDS Live, the next one down. I can't remember the name of it. Touchscreen one. It's not the Hook Reveal, it's the next one up. It's the one right in the middle. But yeah, the transducer location on these kayaks isn't big enough, so I'm going to have to side mount the Active Imaging 3-in-1 transducer. It's pretty big. The pod itself here, I've shown you in another video with the motor. What I'm going to do with that, basically there's 12 litres of storage inside this. There you go. There's 12 litres of storage inside that. It's huge. And it just comes with this acrylic cover. So my plan is to seal this, make it aluminium, replace that with a piece of aluminium, probably 3/4 of the way down, maybe a bit halfway. Silicone seal that, and then what I'm going to do is put a rubber seal in here and have a hatch just with a hinge on it, just so I can actually utilise that for storage. I mean, there's no point in having it just covered up all the time. I might as well be able to use it. Alright, into the box of goodies. So the plan is, on the back of this, it will have a telescopic anchor light for morning and nighttime fishing, and off that I'm just going to have a high-vis forward drive reflective flag cable tied to that, so I've got extra vision on the water at night and in the early hours of low light in the morning, especially when I'm on the river. There's lots of traffic. Reflective cross on it. Alright, grommets. Most important thing for this with my electronics is the cable glands. Obviously I have to mount my battery outside the hole, so I'm going to have to run cables through it. I just bought myself a box of cable glands there. They will be waterproof. I'll put silicone in them. Just drill through the hole. Alright. These bad boys. Flush mount, weatherproof seals for your Anderson plugs. So the plan is for them, spin you around and show you. They're going to get flush mounted in here. like one either side, one this side, one on that side. Basically, the plan is to run the motor off a 50 amp Anderson plug and the sounder as well, because the motor is running through a PWM. What will happen is, if the PWM ever shorts out and I'm a long way away from the shore, then I need a way to get back. So the plan is to run the sounder straight to the battery on that side, and then have an external fuse to 10 amp for the sounder. So I can unplug the sounder, plug the motor into that side, and it draws directly off the battery, and I can just go. It'll be straight drive forward, see you later, straight back to shore. Or at least get me close enough back to shore where I can paddle it in. The next cool thing that I've got for it is this. This is, you would have seen at the start of the video, it's a waterproof control panel for a boat. Basically that is going to bolt onto here, the side of the kayak like that. It's going to sit there. It's going to have all the controls for the PWM in it. My forward, reverse, and my speed dial, and my the voltage gauge, sorry not the voltage gauge, the percentage of drive through the PWM. That's a little meter that comes, that's going to basically sit there. It's going to have a big hole drilled in the centre of it, little aluminium bracket, and then the PWM is actually going to hang down inside the hull of the kayak itself. The rest of the stuff that I've got, waterproof plugs for the plugs that are sitting inside the hull. When they're not plugged in, they'll be covered up by them. These are my deck lights, packets of these. So basically these are just eagle eye LEDs, drill hole 2 LEDs in it. They're blue. I have got blue ones for facing forward on the deck, and I've got 2 white ones to go up the back behind the seat. More cables or accessories. Now the most important thing, well, I think it's pretty cool, my switches. So in the PWM, get that bad boy out for you now. So this is your PWM, this is your pulse switch modulator. There's 3 switches that come off it. This is your forward, reverse, clockwise, counterclockwise as they call it. Tiny little fiddly little switch, fiddly switch. This is your LED controller. Obviously it tells you your percentage of what power you're putting through it, 0 to 100. I'm just going to glue that onto that box. And this is your speed dial. Now this is all 12 volt stuff up to 12. This is 12 volts, sorry, not 24 volt, 12 volt. That's just a 12 volt switch. Now because it's all going to be mounted inside this is the panel. It's a very tiny little switch when you're going on the water. I'm actually going to pick one of these bad boys up. So it's actually a gear stick. Stop, forward, reverse. So I can be driving along on the water and just click it in the gear. Away she goes, instead of trying to find a fiddly little switch. I'm all thumbs at the best of the time. That is actually from a kid's 12 volt ride-on car. Same 12 volt circuits. Forward, reverse, for like your Barbie Jeeps and what all the kids ride around on. $10 off of eBay. That's going to replace that little fiddly switch there. Tiny little thing. And I'll put that bad boy on it. So I have a nice positive gear stick basically on it like a boat. That's the PWM. Like I said, that's going to sit horizontally, sorry, vertically down inside the hole like that. This will be sealed around the deck foam. Hole inside here all sealed as well. Outside of that box, I'll mount this. This will be wired into the PWM directly. This is my safety cutoff switch. So basically what it does, clips in like so, and then the lanyard clips onto me. If I'm underway, traveling along and I fall out the boat or anything would happen, that pops out, that little button closes, and it kills all motor to the engine through the PWM. The other one I've got is these one-way push button waterproof lights. See them there? They're going to go across the top of the lid. 1, 2, 3. Still yet to figure out the configuration for how I'm going to have it, but they're going to be for deck lights, navigation lights, and the other one is going to be for turning the USB charging ports on and off. If I've got GoPros plugged into them or stuff like that. Once again, same again, there's the other waterproof Anderson plug to go on that side. Basically it's just a bunch of heat shrink cable lugs, Anderson plugs all ready to go. So yeah, oh, and the other one I've got too is this PWM solar controller. Now this is a PWM controller for the motor. This is a PWM solar controller, so this controls solar panel to your battery. Same principle, pulse width modulation. It pulses the charge in and out the battery to maintain charge. I am going to mount a solar panel onto this. As for the size, I don't know yet. I have got a little one up there, we'll just see how it goes. Whether it'll keep the battery charged while I'm on the water with the motor running, I don't know, we'll see. But the plan is, yeah, to run a solar panel on this kayak while I'm out there, just to keep the battery topped up in case of emergency, sort of that sort of thing. Probably won't keep the battery fully charged, but it'll keep it, just give it a trickle charge while I'm out there when I'm not using it. Where else we got? More cable, more heat shrink, oh, and a kayak anchor trolley system to run down the side. There is actually a bloke in South Australia, his name Albie's Kayak Australia, I think it was. He gave me the idea for this, to get one of them and then mount it with bungee cord at the front, so it's actually got a bit of flex, a bit of spring in it. That's the plan for that. Put the kayak trolley down probably this side, where the rudder is, just so it's all hands on one side, fish that side. So yeah, so far that's the plan. The next video, I'll have the hole saw out and we'll be punching a dirty great big hole in the side of the kayak. Yeah, that's the plan with the electronics so far, guys. I said, you'll see at the start of the video what half of this stuff's for. It probably doesn't look much now, but when you see it at the start of the video, you'll understand. Yep, the gear sticks, PWM. So the course of the next couple of weeks, we're going to be doing videos on bit by bit of actually putting this all together, running cables through the hole, how I build the electronics setup for this, obviously switches, powering from the battery, running it through the hole, cutting holes, drilling holes. I mean, they're actually square, so I'm going to have to get the Dremel out. Not actually drill, I'm going to have to drill them out with a jigsaw or a Dremel, fine shape. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like and all that. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one where we start really modern flying this kayak and get it ready for fishing. Cheers.